Alexei Ramírez was born on June 22, 1981, in the city of Pinar del Rio, Cuba, a place known for its rich baseball culture. From a young age, Ramírez showed a natural talent for sports, particularly baseball, which was an integral part of his family and the local community. His father, a former athlete, instilled a passion for the game in him, and it was no surprise when young Alexei began playing baseball at a very early age. Raised in a baseball-loving environment, Ramírez quickly developed an interest in the sport, showing early promise as a versatile player. He began his formal training at the local sports school, where he was taught the fundamentals of the game. As a teenager, his talent stood out, and by the age of 16, he was already considered one of the top prospects in his province. Ramírez's skill set was evident in his athleticism, speed, and innate baseball instincts. He was a natural shortstop, a position requiring a combination of agility, quick reflexes, and strong decision-making abilities. Ramírez excelled in all these areas, which made him stand out during his time with local teams and in youth competitions. At the age of 18, Ramírez made his debut with the Cuban national youth team, quickly earning recognition for his solid play and leadership on the field. His performance caught the attention of national coaches, and he was soon selected to represent Cuba in international competitions. Rise to prominence and career development. Ramírez's professional baseball career began in earnest when he joined the Cuban National Series team Industriales in 2000. The team was one of the most successful in Cuba, and Ramírez quickly became an integral part of its lineup. His ability to play both shortstop and second base made him a versatile asset to his team, and his strong bat and defensive skills earned him a place among the top young players in the league. Over the next few years, Ramírez's career took off. His batting improved significantly, and his combination of speed and power made him a formidable presence at the plate. As a shortstop, he displayed excellent defensive skills, often making spectacular plays that left fans and scouts in awe. His leadership on the field was also notable, as he guided his teammates with his strong work ethic and competitive drive. In 2004, Ramírez earned a spot on the Cuban national team, representing his country in the Olympic Games in Athens, Greece. His contributions to the team's success in the tournament were key, as he showcased his versatility both defensively and offensively. His speed, fielding prowess, and ability to hit in clutch situations made him one of the most valuable players on the team. His success in Cuba led to his recognition as one of the top shortstops in the country, and by the mid-2000s, he was considered one of the best all-around players in Cuban baseball. His combination of offense and defense set him apart from his peers, and scouts from Major League Baseball, MLB, took notice of his talents. Career peak and main achievements. Alexei Ramírez reached the peak of his career in the late 2000s, when he made the historic transition from the Cuban National Series to Major League Baseball. In 2007, Ramírez defected from Cuba, a country where sports like baseball were heavily controlled by the government, and eventually signed a contract with the Chicago White Sox. This marked the beginning of his MLB career, and Ramírez would go on to leave an indelible mark on American baseball. Ramírez's transition to MLB was highly anticipated, and he quickly established himself as a key player for the White Sox. Upon his arrival in Chicago, he was immediately inserted into the starting lineup as the team's shortstop. His dynamic play style, strong arm, and impressive bat made him an instant fan favorite. In his first season, Ramírez showcased his skills with a .290 batting average and 21 home runs, making him one of the top rookies in the league. His strong debut earned him a spot on the American League All-Star team and further solidified his reputation as one of the most exciting young players in MLB. Ramírez's success continued into the next few years, as he became a consistent performer for the White Sox. His combination of speed and power allowed him to hit for average and drive in runs, while his defensive ability made him a standout at shortstop. In 2008, Ramírez had another excellent season, hitting .277 with 18 home runs and contributing to the White Sox's playoff run. His ability to perform under pressure earned him the nickname the Cuban Missile among fans and teammates alike. One of the highlights of Ramírez's MLB career came in 2009, when he was part of the World Baseball Classic (WBC) team that represented Cuba in the international competition. Ramírez was one of the top players for Cuba, playing a critical role in their success and helping them reach the final of the tournament. His stellar performances on the international stage were a testament to his talent and his ability to compete at the highest level. During his time with the Chicago White Sox, Ramírez was recognized as one of the premier shortstops in MLB, earning numerous accolades, including Gold Glove and Silver Slugger awards. His excellent play in both the offensive and defensive sides of the game made him a complete player, and he was consistently ranked among the best in his position. Ramírez's career also saw him represent Cuba in multiple international tournaments, including the 2004 Olympic Games and the 2006 Baseball World Cup, where he earned a reputation as one of the most talented players in the Cuban national team. His leadership and strong performances on these stages contributed to Cuba's standing as one of the most successful baseball nations during that period. Final years and retirement. After several successful seasons with the Chicago White Sox, Alexei Ramírez continued his baseball career in the MLB, playing for the San Diego Padres from 2015 to 2016. During this time, Ramírez's performance began to decline slightly. A natural part of aging for any athlete, particularly in a physically demanding sport like baseball. However, his experience and leadership remained invaluable to the teams he played for. In 2016, after a season with the Padres, Ramírez decided to retire from professional baseball, marking the end of an illustrious career. He had spent nearly 2 decades playing at the highest levels, with stints in both the Cuban National Series and Major League Baseball. His retirement came after a period of reflection, as Ramírez knew it was time to step away from the game he had loved for so long. After retiring, Ramírez stayed involved in the sport as a coach and mentor, helping young players develop their skills. He returned to Cuba, where he worked with local baseball academies and served as an ambassador for the sport. His influence on the next generation of Cuban players was immense, as many of them looked up to him as a role model. Ramírez's impact on the game of baseball, both in Cuba and internationally, continues to be felt. Legacy and conclusion. Alexei Ramírez is remembered as one of the most talented and accomplished Cuban baseball players of his generation. His rise from the Cuban National Series to Major League Baseball, where he became a star with the Chicago White Sox, was a testament to his hard work, skill, and determination. Ramírez's blend of power, speed, and defensive prowess made him one of the most exciting players to watch, and his success on the field earned him numerous accolades, including Gold Glove and Silver Slugger awards. Throughout his career, Ramírez not only showcased his individual talents but also became an ambassador for Cuban baseball, helping to elevate the sport to new heights. His contributions to both the Cuban national team and Major League Baseball will forever be remembered as part of his lasting legacy. Today, Ramírez continues to inspire young athletes, particularly those in Cuba, with his story of perseverance and excellence in the world of baseball.